The School of Spiritual Evolution presents Soul's Messages as revealed through the metaphor of everyday life. This is Belinda Womack. I'm honored to have been a messenger and teacher for the 12 Archangels for over 30 years. Likely the most essential thing that I have ever learned from the angels and continue to learn is how to recognize and interpret the messages coming through from Spirit that appear in the events of daily life. Our souls, angels, and our helpers in heaven communicate to us through the symbolic language of metaphor. And so does our physical body. Let me give you an example. Have you ever had one of those really bad headaches and you ask yourself, why do I need this headache? Belinda, that would be me, together with the 12 Archangels, are going to explain a very key component to help you to understand why your soul would let you have a headache or even bless you with a headache. The soul, that's your big spiritual self, is in charge of your physical body. When your soul needs to give you a message and you can't hear it because you're too much in your ego or distracted with life, your soul very well may bring this message through something going on in your physical body. Also, your physical body is the messenger for what's going on for you emotionally. Sometimes these feelings and emotions are, let's say, more accessible, and sometimes they are deeply buried. Let's come back to you've got a bad headache. What the angels say is that the first thing you want to do is to ask, what is my headache telling me? The metaphor of a bad headache is you're in your head. You're somehow stuck in your head. Your head is your computer. It runs everything in your physical body, your emotional body, your mental body, and it's also what connects you to your spiritual body, in the sense of being able to hear and interpret intuitive messages. So let's look at what a headache could be telling you. First of all, there's some pressure that's going on. And you might say, but angels, that's just sinus pressure. Well, if it's sinus pressure, then your sinuses are letting you know that you're irritated, you're frustrated about something. Feel those feelings. Let go of being so reactive, and that's going to help those sinuses to calm down, and that's going to help that headache to go away. You still want to ask yourself, where's this pressure coming from? You can be sure that when there is pressure in your head, there is also some pent-up anger that needs to be released. Imagine that you put a vent in the top of your head, a steam vent, and release your anger and frustration. Let it come out. Take some deep breaths. You're going to feel so much better. The other thing that a headache is likely telling you is what other emotions are going on inside. Are you feeling some resentment that needs to be released? Anxiety, fear, whatever it might be, but some emotions that need to be released. Another question to ask is, my headache telling me that I'm just flat out exhausted? Am I pushing myself like a tired ox out in the field and I need to take a rest? Ask yourself, am I in my head too much? Am I trying to accomplish too much mental work? Because pain always is symbolic of some kind of guilt, if your head hurts, you might feel guilty, unbeknownst to yourself, about neglecting yourself in some way. Also, a headache can be a message, something from the subconscious, old beliefs, old pressure, old lies, is rising up to be released and to be forgiven. One more message from a headache can be that you are going through a spiritual awakening, and that third eye chakra, it's also called the cave of Brahma, it's being stretched and expanded so that you have easier access to what the 12 archangels call the purple door. That gives you an opening into the feminine, creative, intuitive, heavenly brain where you can receive genius ideas coming through from spirit. When you have a really, really bad headache, rest and ask, what is waking up inside of me? What do I need to release, let go, and step into the flow of divine love and allow yourself to open and to know? Know your feelings, connect with your soul, connect with your angels, connect. If you would like to learn how to understand more of the metaphors in your life so that you can hear your soul's message for you, please visit the School of Spiritual Evolution. Every class taught by the 12 Archangels contains meaningful metaphor that helps our brains to wake up and connect the dots. It helps us to ask, why is this happening to me? What is this event teaching me? The School of Spiritual Evolution offers a course bundle focused entirely on teaching you the amazing symbolic language of metaphor. The angels even have an entire course on interpreting the metaphor of what's going on in your physical body. Healing with the Angels 1 and 2 comes as an introductory bundle, or you can find both of these courses in the awesome Angel Treasury. If it would be helpful to understand what your body is telling you, visit us at Belinda Womack School of Spiritual Evolution.com and check out the wealth of the 12 Archangels courses.